Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. It's Todd Edwards coming to you live tonight from New Oxford High School with my broadcast partner, Marcella Scottwalt. And we do have some special guests in the house here tonight, kind of like a pregame interview featuring OSS, Becky Rooch and Brianna Cohen. Welcome to the program, ladies. We'll start off with you, Brianna. What is your role? Actually, you can talk a little bit about your role with OSS.
Yeah, absolutely. So my role with OSS is I'm the sports medicine manager. So I just oversee all of the athletic trainers at the contracted high schools that we have and one of the colleges. So yeah, I'm just in charge of all of them.
Great. And how about you?
I am the marketing and community coordinator, which means I get to help with our marketing materials, but I also get to work with a lot of organizations in our community and help support the important work that they're doing for York, Adams, and Cumberland counties.
Fantastic. Tell us a little bit about the sports medicine program and why it's so pivotal for the athletes today.
Yeah, so our sports medicine program has 35 athletic trainers, and then we are contracted at 13 high schools and one college. And why it's so important to, for the local athletes is that we're there to help support their health, safety, and overall development, because at the end of the day, these athletes are more than just athletes that come off the field. So just being there for them any way possible is our goal.
And do you see a lot of injuries, say, during the course of the football season? We're entering week 9. How many injuries do you typically see during the course of the football season?
Oh, gosh. Fall, that is our grind season. Obviously, they have football, the soccers, and all the things. Typical injuries, your normal ankle sprains, strains and sprains of other stuff like hamstrings, quads. But yeah, and then you have your catastrophic stuff. Like we've had a lot of ACLs this season, so that's been kind of unfortunate, but we're there for it all, baby.
And what about concussions? Do you see a lot of that?
Yeah. Oh, concussions are like freaking M&Ms around here.
and with concussions, what's the recovery time like?
So there's about a 5 to 6 day protocol that comes after that. Obviously, you have to get doctor's clearance, make sure we're 24 hours symptom-free before proceeding with any type of concussion return to play. But every school is a little bit different, but they all follow the same guidelines.
Marcellus, do you have anything?
Well, I know I've been to OSS several times, including earlier this week, and you guys always put me back in the game, and I want to say thank you for that. What is some of your passion, you would say, and how you get these players back in the game?
I mean, it's just we come at it from so many different angles, from our providers being at all the football games, our athletic trainers being in all these contracted schools. We're there for the players physically, mentally, emotionally, and doing the best we can any way possible.
Well, you guys always do. Now, I know you have several locations. Are any new locations going on, or can you tell us about some of the locations?
Sure. So our newest location is in Enola, and we now offer physical therapy on site, and early 2026, we'll be opening a surgery center in Enola as well. So that's really exciting. We'll be able to reach more patients in South Central Pennsylvania. We've also expanded hours at our Gettysburg office, which is really great, especially we're here in New Oxford tonight. So it's important to let potential patients know that we are now seeing patients there on a more consistent basis as well.
So I was reading that is the OSS actually owned by the physicians, and can you talk about some of the things that separate you guys?
Sure. So we're really, really proud of the fact that we are physician owned and operated. It does separate us from some of the other healthcare organizations in the area. And what that means, what we believe it means, is that it translates to better patient care. Our patients, or our physicians that are treating the patients, are the same ones that are making the decisions behind closed doors, and they're doing so with our patients' best interest in mind.
That's awesome. Well, I definitely appreciate it. What about the young students out there that want to get into that sports medicine field? Do you have any kind of message for them, Brianna?
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our athletic trainers on staff would love to, I don't know who I'm saying, would love to, any students to shadow. You can go on the OSS website under careers, and then I think if you scroll down to the bottom, there's a place where you can apply for job shadowing. So you just submit everything that it asks in the application, and we just go from there.
Well, the medical field's growing, and so is OSS. What's kind of the future for OSS?
So you like to talk to me?
Yeah, we're continuing to grow. We're really excited about that. I think Our vision is just to continue to provide the best patient care for patients in York, Adams, and Cumberland counties. And that's really our number one goal. We want to continue doing that. We also want to continue to be a really strong community partner because that's really important to our organization as well.
Yeah, and I guess in closing, if there's something you'd like to maybe tell the viewers that are watching, we'll start with you, Brianna, something about OSS or just in general.
I'm not just saying this because I work here, but I love OSS. It's a great place. The providers are so awesome. Like Becky said, that they're in the patient care and just like great as just coworkers. Like it's so cool to have such a personal relationship with them because you're literally working one-on-one with them. But yeah, love the organization. It's a great place, and I love it.
Yeah, one thing I wanted to mention, we have been supporting Sports Shooting Stars for about 3 years now. We really appreciate you guys and what you do. Giving the local athletes a platform to showcase their talents, we think is really important. And we just really appreciate the work that you're doing.
Well, Becky and Brianna, we gave you a platform here tonight, all about OSS. We want to thank you for coming out and giving us some of your time tonight before the big game here featuring Warwick and New Oxford, and all the best in the future, ladies.
Thank you so much.
If you want to get your athlete back in the game, go to OSSHealth.com. Thank you, OSS. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Sports Shooting Stars, we bring the game
to you. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones. Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Welcome back, sports fans. We just had the national anthem played by the New Oxford Colonials marching band, and we've made our way back inside the broadcast booth. And OSS, they wanted us to remind the viewers that are tuned in, winter sports season coming up, physical. Student athlete needs a physical. You can get all that information on their website.
Yes.
OSSS.
OSShealth.com. Like they mentioned while they were here, 3 years in a row they've been a sponsor of ours, and we couldn't do what we do without them and all of our sponsors. Appreciate it. Hats off to every single one of you. And plus, we got a new one today.
Yeah, apparently like South Central Pennsylvania's food and beverage leader, Altland House Hospitality Group, a new sponsor. Check out their 3 locations here in York and Adams County. The Altland House in Abbottstown, Fender's Grill and Pub in West York, and Highland Taps and Tables in Hanover. Visit them online. Again, Altland House Hospitality Group, new sponsor right here with Sports Shooting Stars. And it's always a nice facility to come up here in New Oxford because they have not one but 2 press boxes. And we're on the visitor side here where some of the Warwick fans are filing in. It's a trek for the Warwick fans to come here up to New Oxford.
About an hour and a half no matter which way you go. But I think this is playoff football right here. It's worth the drive. If you didn't make the drive, we appreciate you watching with us here for sure. What are they supposed to grab? Their water and what else?
And popcorn.
Their popcorn.
And settle in here on a beautiful night. And we've been very fortunate the past several Fridays. Weather has just been splendid. Another beautiful night, clear night. Temperatures probably in around the 58-degree mark for kickoff here.
Yeah, if you're not enjoying this weather, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, it's football weather now. Just a few weeks ago, we may not have been saying that, but it certainly feels like that now here from New Oxford. And it looks like right now they're making some announcements. It must be senior night here at New Oxford.
And we'll be back in just a few moments. We appreciate you. Hang tight, Sports Shooting Stars.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Du Jones.
We got to do those together, yep.
Welcome back, sports fans. Todd Edwards, alongside my broadcast partner, Marcella Scottwell. Du Jones manning the control center, along with Carter Scappa. We are coming to you live tonight from New Oxford High School, and a nice crowd has settled in, and we welcome you. And thank you for settling into tonight to Sports Shooting Stars between this big matchup featuring Warwick Warriors at 7-1, taking on the undefeated New Oxford Colonials at 8-0. And let's talk a little bit about some of the sponsors, all season long sponsors. We start off with Thornton Automotive of Dover,
Fairview Early Learning and Community Center,
OSS Health, which we saw in our pregame tonight.
Yep, and if you need a physical, go to OSShealth.com. You need that for these sports coming up for sure.
Winter season's just around.
Yes, it is. Gamlet,
S3 Performance Training,
Vertical Raise,
Basil Insurance Agency,
Good Deals,
Wise Printing,
and the YMCA.
of York, all proud sponsors of Sports Shooting Stars. And, it's a pregame show, and let's dive right into some of the players to watch, Marcellus.
Cool. We'll start with the Warrior. Wide receiver, safety, Bode Madara. Tight end linebacker, Vincent Bagonis. Linebacker, Michael Pluta. And the defensive end, offensive tackle, Wesley Brunken.
And for the New Oxford Colonials, players to watch, defensive tackle, offensive guard, Braden Bowman, a senior for the Ox. Also another senior, wide receiver, defensive back, Brody Holmes. A linebacker, tight end, Brogan Clunk, another senior. And let's not forget about the Cornell commit, wide receiver and safety, Braden Billman, another senior for this New Oxford Colonial team.
A lot of talent on this field here tonight. Let's go look at the Sports Shooting Stars running back head-to-head. First, for the visitors, the Warriors, Heath Snipke, coming on over 1,000 yards rushing, 12 touchdowns. He's only a sophomore. And then for the Colonial side, Alex Brown coming in at 466 yards, 8 touchdowns, leads the team in skill position touchdowns. We saw him on display last week, and he was an animal.
No doubt about it. How about the quarterback matchup? Starting first with the Warwick Warriors. Of course, I know we had Tyler Musser, but it looks as if Colin McGow, who is a sophomore, speaking to the coach pregame, will play tonight. He comes in with 4 touchdowns, and again, he's returning from an injury for the Warwick Warriors. Opposite, on the New Oxford Colonial side, Luke Fry. He passed for 1,200 yards and 15 touchdowns and has offers from Dickinson College and Ursinus. Again, Warwick 7-1, New Oxford 8-0, undefeated tonight in Week 9. Should be a big matchup tonight.
Well, this is an early look at what playoff football looks like, smells like, right here from the Ox. Number 3 in District 3-5A, the Warwick Warriors. Keys to winning for them, they got to keep running that ball. Force some turnovers, and they have to be the more physical team. For the undefeated, number 1 in District 3-5A, New Oxford Colonials, they got to run the ball as well. And they got to stop Warwick's rushing attack, and they have to finish the drives, Todd.
Should be a great game. We're really moments away from getting this kick started here today from New Oxford High School. Always an exciting time to come out to the Ox here.
I tell you what, it's one of our favorite spots to be. They treat us right, and the senior crowd over there is always great. But again, we wouldn't be doing this without you guys and without our sponsors. We'll be leaning on you all day long for the chat when it comes to different scores in the area. Plus, you can go to sportsshootingstars.com for an up-to-date look at all the area and the scores, Todd.
And, of course, engage in our chat room.
Yes.
Through Sports Shooting Stars, our YouTube page. Follow Sports Shooting Stars on our Facebook and Instagram. And do not forget to subscribe to Sports Shooting Stars, our YouTube page. Looking forward to tonight's broadcast. Of course, Week 9. We'll be back next week with the season finale as Central will travel to York High at the Meadows. But tonight it's the Ox. New Oxford hosting Warwick in a big matchup tonight.
Big stuff going on right here from the Ox.
Yeah, and just to let the fans know, either Week 9 action in YAIAA this evening. York High travels to Southwestern, Hanover at Bermudian Springs, Littlestown at Biglerville, York Tech at DeLone Catholic, Kennerdale at Dover, York Suburban at Eastern, Red Lions at Northeastern, Spring Grove hosts Dallastown, Susquehannock will host West York. And in a big matchup, Central York Panthers in Akron, Ohio, taking on Archbishop Hoban. And we're being told right now that game started at 6 o'clock. Archbishop Hoban with the lead, 12-7 over Central right now. I know they took the charter buses out there, left this morning, and
talk about like
they
going
were here last year. Right. We broadcasted the game.
And I forget what
Central.
It was, but looking at like the last maybe 6 state championships, they've been in at least 3 of them. They are just a powerhouse, nationally ranked. And Central, they're not scared, man. They took the bus out there and just down 5 points right now.
But yeah, our player of the game last year for Archbishop Hoban was Eli Lee, number 33. He's now at The Ohio State in Columbus. A lot of their players get looks from Ohio State.
Yeah.
And rightly
State too,
so, yeah.
Good stuff.
But yes, we hope to keep you updated with scores from around the YAIAA here in Week 9. As we are awaiting the players.
Exciting stuff.
Colonial mascot is there, and of course the student section is headed in. They tell me it's a country theme. How about it, Marcellus?
Yes, I know we got our country hats. We're ready to go. But if you ever see any of our videos on social media, a lot of times you'll see at the very end, Todd and I at a student section. Well, it's actually here at the Ox from last year, all dressed in pink, and they were going crazy. One of my favorite moments here of the last few years, bringing the game to you. You can hear the music starting to crank up a little bit. Well, I got a opportunity to talk to both coaches leading up to here. And for New Oxford, head coach Jason Warner says his team is fired up, finally back home. They've been on the road the last 2 weeks, and he really credits his coaching staff, especially offensive line coach Strayer, for preparing the Colonials on how to handle Warwick's wild defensive looks. And he knows it's a special teams could be a difference too. The Warriors come in with 6 block kicks already in the season. So they are special teams on both sides of the ball are very important in a big game like this.
One point of emphasis you have to look as this game unfolds, particularly if it's a tight game. Special teams can play a pivotal part, and 6 block punts, that's almost unheard of. I mean, what a stat put out by Warwick.
Well, I know you got to talk to Coach Lochner as we see the New Oxford Colonials here coming on the field again, and you can hear the band pumping up.
Well, Coach Locker, you mentioned, has over 100 wins.
Yes.
He was a baseball coach as well. He's been in the game. It's like his silver anniversary, 25 years as head coach. And then prior to that, an assistant with Manheim Central, which was a perennial power out of Lancaster County for many years.
Remember
you remember Jeff Smoker.
Yes.
He was a quarterback that went to Michigan State.
Well, also the offensive coordinator for the Kansas City Chiefs, former quarterback for them as well. Former Chicago Bears head coach Matt Nahi.
Yes.
Yes. So.
And then the Rucci brothers were from Warwick. Nolan Rucci is currently at Penn State, and his brothers with the Miami Dolphins. And let's not forget his father. His father, Todd Rucci, played for Penn State and has a Super Bowl title.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And keynote, both teams, like you said, Warwick has NFL ties. New Oxford does also. Former NFL safety Eric Harris just retired last season. I was going to say Oakland Raiders. I'm a Raiders fan. He played for the then Oakland Raiders, and I believe one game might have been a Monday night. He had 2 interceptions, I believe. Hopefully, if Eric Harris is out there, he's listening. And also, Abdul Janae. Yeah, Janae, wide receiver.
For Georgia Tech, but he played basketball here as well for New Oxford. But the Rucci's mother played field hockey at Penn State.
Nice.
The father, of course, played offensive line at Penn State in the early 90s. Won a Super Bowl ring.
Well, talking about former players here, got to give a nod to Brennan Holmes as well, man. Played at New Oxford.
Yes.
And then
Brody Holmes' brother.
Yes.
Brennan, yep. As we await the captains to meet at midfield, Warwick will be in their white jerseys with red numbers, black pants. New Oxford will be in their, I would say, maroon with their gray number jerseys.
Well, keeping the former, how about talking about the quarterback, Braden Long, New Oxford as well, went to Slippery Rock, and man, he had
You're familiar with the Rock.
Yes, I'm from the Rock, but listen to this, national finalist for the 2024 William V. Campbell Trophy. Also, the program, Slippery Rock's all-time leader in career completions and completion percentage. He only played 2 years or started. Second in the program history in career touchdowns. second in the program history and career passing yards. He's the 2023 PSAC West Offensive Athlete of the Year. Look, Todd, I don't have enough time to read all this stuff.
I don't think we do as the captains here. You see a number
Gosh.
77 out there, Wes Brunken. You mentioned him along with Calvin Bent, and they certainly passed the eye test from here in the press box here.
Yes. Some big guys down
Yes,
there.
no doubt about it. Joined by number 12, Bodie Madera, and number 13, Cohen Adams. Team captains meet at midfield for Warwick.
Well, we talked about it. It just feels like playoff football. And really, I mean, number 1 versus number 3, this has a lot to do with what's going to happen here in a few weeks.
Yeah, they're no stranger. They were in district action. Coach Warner talked about that in that interview with you where they lost to Warwick back when Nolan Rucci was on that team. 2020, yes.
Well, and a cool little nugget was he actually reached out to Coach Lochner after that game because the Colonials were changing their offense really to more of a zone scheme, and Coach Lochner really helped him out. I mean, just a lot of respect going sideline to sideline between those two coaches. And Todd, looking over here at the Warriors side, there are some big guys.
Yeah, we see number 75 down below is Jacob Brunken.
Well, it seems like Coach Lochner really just has that program like a well-oiled machine. It's, I don't want to say plug and play because they have so much talent, but no matter who it is, every year they have a huge success. And
well, Warwick comes in averaging 25 points a game per game on offense and giving up only 7 points on defense.
That's amazing.
Incredible. And you mentioned earlier the Warwick has 6 block punts this season from their special teams unit. The keys to winning, and we talk about this for Warwick, run the ball effectively, force turnovers, and be more physical.
Yeah.
And we certainly see some of the players here on the sidelines.
Well, New Oxford comes in averaging 34 points per game on offense, only giving up 9 points on defense. So on paper, this is going to be one of the best of the year. Averages 142 rush yards.
Good old-fashioned slobber knocker, as they say.
Yes, yes. 171 rush yards on offense, and only giving up 147 rush yards and 85 on defense.
Well, Warwick is set to receive the kickoff. They'll be moving right to left on your TV screen.
I mean, I don't know how you don't get pumped up with the crowd like this, the music pumping.
Yeah, beautiful night for football, and the fan base of Warwick settling in here tonight at the Ox.
Who's going to make that big play first?
And we are underway from New Oxford High School. Deep kick inside the 5-yard line, returnable for Warwick. Looking for a lane out near the 30-yard line.
Well, you hear the Warwick side like that. He was patient, let his blockers give him a little bit of a hole, and nice return there.
Anthony Hoover with the return, a junior for Warwick, and sets up Warwick with nice field position. And we'll see Warwick's offense for the first time in this game. Some of the guys there. I mean, Jacob Brunken, offensive lineman, number 75. Wes Brunken, brothers. I mean, you can see some of the size. Preston Landis, seniors. Interesting to see them matched up on that D line of New Oxford here. And they have a power running back as well.
Ooh. Good pitch play there. First down, get about half of what they need there, Todd.
And the lefty, Colin McGow, is back in this game with a nice pitch and catch to start things here for the Warriors offense. Brings up a 2nd down and 5, and a nice first down play for Warwick.
Coach Lochner said they went through 4 quarterbacks. Very happy to get this young man back under center.
That's incredible that, especially at any level, whether it's high school, college, or pros.
Coming in with just 1 loss, that's incredible.
There's that running game you mentioned. Heath Schnipke, sophomore, just a sophomore, and you can see the size. Pretty lengthy and powerful.
We talked about him coming in with over 1,000 rush yards already, and you could see the point that he was hit to the point where the ball is now, he just keeps moving. It took a pile with him.
And another first down for Warwick. Ball on their 45-yard line. Spread offense now for the Warriors. McGall back in shotgun formation. And the handoff to Schnipke out near midfield and churning his legs. Heath Schnipke with another carry.
Coach Lochner actually mentioned that he reminds him that the sophomore running back here, Schnipke, reminds him a little bit of Clay Nueves from how he's patient and he really is able to see where the holes are going to be, and he gets in those. Plus, I mean, the way he moves those piles. But I also want to say they have 4 returners coming back on that offensive line. So, and
4 out of 5.
Yes.
Sorry, yeah.
And Coach Lochner said that they not even off of the practice field and game field, they are just a tight group.
And you see they changed the quarterback now. Tyler Musser, number 21 now in.
Oh.
And the defense of the Ox all over that run as a flag's thrown. And it'll be interesting to see as this game progresses if they'll kind of interchange the quarterbacks here as this game progresses.
I've seen a lot of teams with success doing that because it's really hard to game plan against being that you don't know who's coming
you don't know
in.
who's out there. And right now, Tyler Musser is going to stay out for at least another play here. 9:42 in the first quarter. Just underway here from the Ox. We thank you for tuning in this Friday with your bottled water and popcorn. It's Marcellus Gottwald, Todd Edward, Dew Jones, Carter Scappa,
and of course
Mello behind the camera. It's a full team effort here from the Ox. Illegal procedure, being told the penalty will be declined by the Ox. It will bring up a 3rd and 8. And back to the running play and going nowhere. And that's worthy of a replay.
Travis Cottingham
brings up a 4th down for Warwick as their offense stalls as Michael Pluta back to punt the ball off the junior Warwick. Back to the ever dangerous duo back there. How about it of Brody Holmes and Braden Billman. And we'll talk about some of their offensive stars when they receive the ball here.
Well, that's 2 of them right there.
Nice high punt.
Wow,
got it. 25 and pushed out of bounds.
Great coverage there, Tom, by the
minimal gain, yes.
Warriors. And last week, West Warwick did a good job of not letting either one of those 2 return men catch the ball.
Sometimes, in a lot of ways, they kick the ball out of bounds just so Billman and Holmes would not beat them on a special teams play. We mentioned earlier in the pregame, Braden Billman is a Cornell commit, going there to not just play football, but run track and field.
He's a
jumper in the field events.
Big time.
Yeah.
A lot of these.
Speaking of the Ox offense, go ahead.
I was going to say, a lot of the players for the Colonials are multi-sport athletes.
Yep, quarterback Luke Fry now in for the Ox. And they give to running back Alex Brown, not going much there. Alex Brown comes in with 432 rushing yards and 8 touchdowns. Luke Fry comes in with 1,200 yards passing, 15 touchdowns and just 2 interceptions. And we mentioned the deadly combination of Brody Holmes, 6 touchdowns on nearly 400 yards receiving. Braden Billman over 400 yards and 5 touchdowns for the Colonials. Spread offense now for New Oxford. Fry is an offer from Dickinson College in your sinus. Under pressure, he's got to tuck the ball and run near side. Ooh. And some positive yardage there by Luke Fry. Did not see anything open downfield. Under some pressure by the Warwick defense.
Yeah, what you saw there is a senior in action there.
Yes, he did.
Really did a great pump fake. Nifty with his feet there, and he's like having another coach on the field, Todd. Real smart. He knows the program really well. Obviously, with Dickinson looking at him, he's a smart guy.
No doubt. We talked about some of the defensive players for Warwick out on the field. Safety Bodie Madera, 3-sport athlete, football, wrestling, and lacrosse. Linebacker Michael Pluta. Linebacker Jace Conrad. And a running play not going very far there for the Ox.
You saw number 1 there, Brian Billman, in motion. They'll do a lot of that where he does a lot of, I would call it acting to look like he's going to get the ball, and they went right up the gut there, but the Warriors said no.
They snuffed it out. A 4th down and 1 now. It looks as if the Ox will keep their offense out on the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they try to get them to jump, or are they going to actually see what they got. Oh, it looks like they might have jumped themselves.
Yeah, he was looking at a hard count, Fry, and I think one of the linemen may have moved. If that's the case, it'll move them back 5 yards.
And we're not like some of those NFL teams that pump crowd noise. That is really the Warwick Warriors right out our window here.
Their band is to the right of our broadcast booth.
They drove about an hour and a half plus, so and they came out nice numbers.
Yeah, to the right is the band, to the left is their student section. Looks like a construction theme down there going on for the Warwick Warriors.
You can't miss them.
Not at all. Those bright yellow vests. And then the punting unit is out now for the Ox. As Vincent Iacovello back to receive the punt. Oh, and it may have been
touched
there.
We talked about it. They have 6 block punts coming in. They almost got that one.
Yeah, Modi Madera back as well, but didn't need to. I mean, nice field position again for Warwick as we'll see their offense for the second time.
Talking to both coaches, they both emphasize that the third phase of the game is just as important. It really comes big games like this, tight games, might come down to a block kick, might come down to a big field goal or a punt return.
And we see number 4, Colin McGaw, back in at the quarterback position. We mentioned Heath Snipke comes in with nearly 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns.
Crazy.
Yeah. Wide receiver Rowan Greenway, 3 touchdowns for nearly 260 yards.
Tell you what, that defensive line, the big guys up front for the Colonials coming in tough. I did want to mention defensive end Jack Rios came up real clutch last week against West York. Defensive tackle Braden Bowman has a few D3 lacrosse offers. Linebacker Brogan Clunk leads the team in tackles, over 60 so far this season. Linebacker Nolan O'Brien has a Division III baseball offer to Lebanon Valley. And cornerback Sebastian Kaler as well. Big plug to him.
Brings up a 2nd down and 11, a loss of 1 on the previous play. Bounces off one of the defenders. Heath Snipke with the carry. Brings up a more manageable 3rd and 5 now for Warwick.
Well, with the Colonials only giving up 9 points per game, and the Warriors only giving up 7 points per game, we could be in for a defensive battle.
It could be like the one game we broadcast a couple years ago. I believe it was like 9-6. It was just a defensive battle from a couple years ago. If I remember, Brandy Shope was on the call.
It was West York and Eastern, maybe. I don't know. But last year, that game went.
We were up here at the Ox for a low-scoring game
gotcha.
a few seasons ago, and some movement there. Looks like Braden Bowman may have jumped on that, and that may be enough. It's 3rd and 5. And you think in a tight game like this, you get maybe a little jumpy and, trying to make a play. And
it's been a couple weeks since you been playing on your home field here. Bring a very short 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1 for the Warwick Warriors. Ball near midfield.
Huge play.
Colin McGow back in at the quarterback spot. The lefty. Wrapped up.
That's going to come down to the guys with the chains, I think.
Maybe, yeah. And it looks like chain gang's moving. It looks like it was enough for the 1st down.
Snipke is hard. They got him
to bring
right
down.
Yeah. Yes, my
Just
gosh.
with the size and him leaning forward, he can get a yard and a half. And just a sophomore for Warwick. First time we've had the opportunity to see Warwick and broadcast Warwick. And Ball on their own 49-yard line. New set of downs for the Warriors. Warwick comes in with that 7-1 record. New Oxford undefeated. Schmidt back to that running game. They're saying he was down.
Interesting to keep watching the battles of the big guys up front there to see going into the second quarter, the third quarter, and the fourth quarter.
How they can wear a defensive line down. And you see some of those guys. We mentioned Preston Landis out there. Calvin Bent along that offensive line. Wes Brunken. And you mentioned in the interview when you had 4 of 5 returning seniors for that offensive line. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. Warwick in New Oxford territory. And back to that running game. Bowman in on the tackle there.
So far, the Colonials done a really good job of just keeping it to short gains, about as best you can against that Snipke and that senior-led offensive line.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6 as we approach the 3-minute mark in a scoreless contest here between Warwick and New Oxford. I want to remind the fans that we are going to be on the road next week to the Meadow Smalls Athletic Field as they'll play host to Central to close out our regular season portion. Tune in next Friday for Central and York High. Tonight it's all about Warwick and New Oxford right now. Complete. Nice throw at the 40, inside the 35, 30. Pass complete to number 88, Vinny Bagonis. We called his name as a player to watch for Warwick. That's worthy of a replay. Big reception for Vinny Bagonis.
Big player right there. Way to get in that open space there, move the chains. I would say our first big play of the game.
Yes. We've seen a lot of ground and pound, seen a lot of the running game, but
well, they say
nice throw and catch from McGaw to Bagonis for a 1st down. Ball set up on the 27-yard line of New Oxford. Just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Back to that running game.
That vision in those legs.
Yeah. And he's still going. I don't believe a whistle's been blown, and there's some second effort there.
Tell you what, the Warriors crowd liking what they're seeing here. They're starting to get chunk plays here on this second drive.
A nice drive for them here as we come up on the 90-second mark here in the first quarter. Ball be set up on the 16-yard line. 1st down and 10 in a scoreless contest featuring Warwick and New Oxford. But right now, Warwick knocking on the door for a possible score here. Their offense looking pretty good so far. Solid running game.
Running up the middle, that clock is moving fast.
Back to Schmidt looking for running room.
Again, the Colonial front there did a great job of snuffing it out quick.
And you have a feeling just from what we've seen already nearly in the first quarter, both of these teams you're going to see in district action.
Yes.
I mean, in a couple of weeks.
Look like number 74, Travis Covington.
Yeah, another big body for New Oxford.
Just a junior was in on that tackle.
Number 75.
Correction, I'm sorry. It was number 74, it looks like, Travis Covington. Offensive line, defensive line, coming in 6'6", 270.
Yeah, he's McGaw back, throwing pattern, incomplete.
Just 23 seconds left, Todd, in this first quarter. Super fast.
Ball's incomplete, brings up a 3rd down and 8, ball on the 14-yard line. We'll see what Coach Locker has dialed up here and his coaching staff.
Well, we said he's been at work for a quarter of a century, plus coaching before that, so he's seen it all. Let's see what he comes up with.
Back to the running game. Nipke lowers his head down inside that 10-yard line. And that may be the final play here of the first quarter out of a rather fast-moving first quarter. And, you get that when both teams are running the rock.
Up the gut.
Yep. It will bring up a 4th down and 2. Ball will be set up on the 9-yard line as we'll switch sides here as the final seconds tick off the clock. And we've arrived at the end of the first quarter with a scoreless contest featuring Warwick and New Oxford. But Warwick knocking on the door here, Marcellus, of a possible score as we are getting set to start the second quarter. Your thoughts after first quarter action?
Man, both teams doing well here. I mean, you just kind of nailed it right there on the head. This drive, just a few key plays here for Warwick. And it's starting to see like the Colonials, maybe 2 out of the 3 runs will stop them for no gain, but you can't stop Snipsky on every single time.
No, you're right. He's just a power running back. And not only that, but, a nice running back has a good offensive line. And we're seeing that right now. We see it from the booth here. I mean, the size of this offensive line for Warwick. And I think as this game, it's something to keep an eye on as this game progresses, if they're just going to muscle their way here throughout the game against a tough New Oxford team. Okay, we have a stat courtesy of Carter Scappa. Snipke, 12 rushes for 38 yards. And it's just been a power running right now for Snipke. At the end of the first quarter, we switch sides now. Warwick moving left to right. They'll be set up. Ball will be on the 9-yard line, a 4th down and 2. And we mentioned it in one of our previous broadcasts, you're seeing a lot more of these offenses being more aggressive with going for it on 4th down. And no exception now with the Warwick Warriors. McGaw looking to throw it. Wide open, down near the goal line.
Holmes tackled him pretty much right away, but a big play time.
But enough for the first down and move the chains now. It'll be a 1st down and goal. An ideal position now for the Warwick Warriors. Now we'll see what the Colonials can do defensively. Ball will be placed on the 1-yard line.
So what do you do
Any
here, Todd?
ideas?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, what do you do here? Sometimes you run it, and then you fake it, but you might just want to run it.
On the rock, yeah. I mean, behind that offensive line. And McGaw back in shotgun formation, joined by his running back, Heath Schmidtke, and they're going to hand it to Schmidt. In for the 1-yard touchdown, Heath Schmidtke.
The Warriors get on the board first.
And an impressive series there for the Warwick Warriors. Just a little bit of power running there, what we've seen by the first quarter from Warwick.
Yes.
And they break the ice first with a point after attempt.
These two teams played last year. The Colonials won that one. The Warriors are looking to revenge that. Score first.
The point after attempt for Warwick. The kick is up, and the kick is good.
Plenty of leg on that one.
That was Tyler Scofsall with a point after attempt. And your score with 11:25 to go in the second quarter. Warwick 7, New Oxford 0. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you. What a drive there by the Warwick Warriors. And if you're looking for your next ride, so you can go on that drive, find it at Thornton Automotive in Dover. Great cars, great people, no pressure. Get out there to Carlisle Road in Dover, across from Max Ice Cream.
Right up 74.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
beautiful dealership. Or you can check them out, Thornton247.com, and love what you drive.
Dover hosting Kennerdale tonight, and then, of course, next week to close out their season, that Route 74 rivalry between West York and Dover should be a big one.
Just a few miles and one road.
Oh, and it's just amazing. We're approaching the end of the regular season. It goes by so fast. It's incredible. No, week 10 next week, but right now it's week 9 action. Warwick with a 7-0 lead over New Oxford. They're getting set to kick off. High end over end kick, returnable. Ooh, there it is. There's 35, 40, 45, midfield. He could be gone. Brody Holmes going the whole way to the house.
He takes it, Holmes!
Wow. And talk about special teams and what a return.
Took the air right out of this Warwick Warrior side with just one play.
Wow.
A special teams play there.
About an 80-yard kick return for the touchdown. Yeah.
Yeah, like Dude just said it. Dude Jones, our producer, just said he runs like a horse. Man.
Always been that way.
That's right. Dude's known him since he was like a 5-year-old kid. Seeing him under the big lights here.
Matthew Lavalley in for the point after attempt for New Oxford. The kick is up. And good. And just like that, we have it all knotted up here from the Ox. 7-7 with 11 to go. And the hits just keep coming here tonight. How about it, Marcellus?
Well, you say that. That's one of your phrases, just like that. Well, literally on that one, it was like about 10 seconds, just like that.
Gone, yeah. Brody Holmes
Unbelievable.
showing off some of his speed, and he was a player to watch in our pregame show. We talked about containing and maybe stopping when Braden Billman and Brody Holmes were right now on that play. He was not to be stopped and going the whole way to the house.
Great blocking too. You gotta get a shout out to the other 10 men out there, but that guy, like Dude said,
Holmes'
is a
speed
horse.
makes up maybe for another player too. Yeah, it's incredible. Also plays basketball and runs track for New Oxford.
Yes.
Lavalley getting set to kick off of the Warriors. And that's returnable at about the 7-yard line for the Warriors. Now their turn.
Well, Todd, sometimes you have a defensive battle and just one team scores and it kind of lights things up. We'll see if that keeps going on.
There's Heath Schmidtke with the return.
Called his name once or 5 times.
Yeah, a few times. And we are tied up with 11:06 remaining here in the second quarter. Ball will be set up on the 31-yard line of Warwick, and now we'll see Warwick's offense and see what they can do to kind of maybe match that kickoff return by New Oxford's one Brody Holmes.
Gotta love a shot of adrenaline like that from both teams. Let's see how Warwick answers.
Schmidt back to that running game out near the 40-yard line, nearly a 9-yard run on that play.
That vision again, just being a sophomore, you can see how patient he is there.
Yes.
And again, gets touched at the line basically and picks up 8 yards.
Yeah, Travis Covington in on the tackle for the Ox.
We've mentioned his name quite a bunch on defense. It is a country theme over here. We just got a message that said, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Well, whatever you got to do, you got to do.
And looks like a penalty called on Warwick. It'll be now a 1st and 20. Now 1st and 20, ball set up on the 21-yard line. And back to Schmidt with a running lane, 30. Up past the 35-yard line. And what a way to make up for that penalty with a big run by Schmidt. And that was his doing there on that run.
Somebody check that guy as a sophomore. He looks like a man out there.
Yeah.
So he's flexing to the crowd, getting them pumped up. A lot of passion going on out here on both teams.
Yes. Yes. Yep.
Bringing up a 2nd and 5.
More manageable now for Warwick. Back to that running game. Schmidt out past the 41-yard line. And enough for the first down. Move the chains for the Warriors.
Well, as they're moving the chains here, I want to give a big shout out to Vertical Raise. Anita Winning featuring digital with the Vertical Raise. Easy, fast, and proven to raise more for teams and groups. Visit verticalraise.com today.
New set of downs for Warwick. Hope to give you some scores from around the league here as this game progresses.
Wow, just got to update that Central game now. It's Archbishop 19, Central 10.
Not going anywhere there. Schmidt on the run.
Yeah, we're going to look back at that one.
We'll show a replay of that.
Travis Covington once again. Raising some cane back here in the backfield.
A loss of 3 on the play. It brings up a 2nd down and 13 as we are under 9 minutes remaining here before halftime in a tied game here, 7-7. McGowan looking to throw the ball complete, far side. Oh, brought down hard to Vincent Iacovillo Jr. with the reception. Brings up a 3rd down and 9.
Plum gets credited with that tackle there. That was a tough double team tackle there too, man. A little bit of flying through the air going on.
Brings up a 3rd and 9. Now we'll see what they can dial up here, Warwick. As the clock continues to tick, under 8 minutes. McGaw back under pressure, rolls to his left. Gets the ball out, but falls incomplete. Intended for Asher Willard.
A good defensive stand there by the home team, the Ox, the Colonials. Bringing up a 4th down and 9. Punting units coming on for the Warriors.
Eastern York with a 7-0 lead over York Suburban. DeLone Catholic all over York Tech, 14-0. Biglerville with a 7-0 lead over Littlestown. Cannerdale up over Dover, 7-0. Scoreless between York High and Southwestern. Not too far from here over at Southwestern to Corral. Ooh. And then maybe a fake here.
Oh!
Caught, snared there.
Well, you can see right away the Warriors kind of change up what they're doing when it comes to kicking and punting after that return from Holmes earlier. But that was creative. Really gave the team
like a rugby-style punter, but it looked like if they had maybe the option to run, he was going to take off.
Yeah.
They got the punt off. Sebastian Kaler with the recovery for a minimal gain. Scoreless contest between West York and Susquehannock.
After that emotional game last week for West York, I'm sure they want to get back in the win column, but tough one over there, all tied up at 0.
Red Lion 8, Northeastern 7 in first quarter action, and we are back to action here. As New Oxford with the ball. Alex Brown with the carry, near side, out near the 40-yard line.
We had some of the Sports Shooting Stars family out watching Red Lion and Central last week, and I heard Red Lion really stayed with them there for most of that game. Played really well. Central is so tough, though.
Yeah, really. Right now, the top dogs in Division I, and, of course, they're in a battle in Ohio right now with Archbishop Hoban. And they'll come in for another battle next week as York High will host them at the Meadow. Smallest athletic field. We'll have that game right here on Sports Shooting Stars. Or kind of our annual game to conclude the regular season. Brings up a 2nd down and 3 for New Oxford. In motion, Billman. Under pressure, looking to throw the ball, and he's just going to go down. Under pressure there. And a sack by Vinny Bagonis. He had a reception earlier, now a sack.
Great defense play
and
there.
That pushes New Oxford back. Brings up a 3rd and 18, and you go that playbook. There's not a lot of plays for 3rd and 18. We'll see now what Coach Warner and company have.
Ray Rice up the middle comes into mind for me.
Well, in this case, Alex Brown, their running back, a solid running back for New Oxford. under pressure again, and he's just going to go down again.
Tell you what, that is what textbook tackling
And
there.
Vinny Bagonis again.
Ooh. He wrapped those huge paws on him and was not letting go.
And 4th and forever, and it'll bring out the punting unit for New Oxford.
Well, the Warriors' defense really have not given up much at all.
Well, you mentioned, I think they came in only giving up 7 points.
Yes.
And, well, right now, that's what they've given up so far.
I can see why.
Back to receive the punt, Bodie Madara, along with Vincent Acavillo. High
Here
snap.
they come.
Yeah, he came high punt, but short, and it's going to bounce out of bounds at about the 47-yard line.
Well, if you
Excellent field position.
That's been 2 punts that they almost got their hands on.
Well, and you talked about it in our pregame show. They came into tonight's game with 6 block punts. Incredible stat for the special teams unit for Warwick.
Coach Locke.
And this game's not over yet.
No,
I mean,
they
they're
might
some
get
pressure.
1 or 2. What
Yeah,
this is. Well, as they're figuring all this out, I want to also give a shout out to Gamlet for top tier metal fabrication and custom enclosures. Trust Gamlet Incorporated in York. From laser cutting to welding, their expert team delivers precision, quality, and performance every time. Visit Gamlet.com, where metal meets mastery.
And at 1st down and 10, now ball will be on the 40-yard line. Excellent field position to start this drive for Warwick. Maga back in shotgun formation, fakes to Schmidt, looking for it all here down the near sideline, but just stepped out of bounds, intended for Grant Luger.
Looked like he might have stepped out right before he caught it as well, but all that running kind of sets up that opportunity there. Didn't come up with it there, but they might be looking to do that again there, Todd.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10. Clock stops with 5 minutes remaining here before halftime. In Warwick, I believe they finish with Mannheim Central next week.
Yes. Coach Lochner
Classic rivalry.
going back to where he spent a lot of the 90s. They were ranked, I know, at one point 17th in the country back around 95. Incredible.
It'd be right up the middle inside the 35-yard line, down near the 31-yard line. Brings up a 3rd down and 2 for Warwick.
This might be the fastest moving first half of the season, Todd.
Moving right along with, and really it's predicated on the running from both teams. Just tends to chew up a lot of clock. And
Yes,
speaking
it
of a
does.
run, Schmidtke with a run, I believe he was down.
Number 17 right there for the
Tackled by
Colonials.
Jack Rios.
Oh, he had a huge game last week against West York. Had the sack that kind of ended it all there for West York.
A loss of 2 brings up a 4th down and 4 as we approach the 4-minute mark.
So what
Play
do you
clock
do here?
at 30. And it would appear to be as if Warwick's keeping their offense out on the field.
Again, it might be one of those you
Coach
try to get
Locker
him to
talking
jump
his
or
quarterback. Play clock down to 15 as Warwick sets up their offense. Aga with the ball.
oh, the Colonials, the D come up big there. Turnover
Yeah, I
on
think it's gonna be
downs.
a turnover on downs. Ball was complete but fell short of the 1st down marker. Ball will be turned over to New Oxford with 3:27 remaining here in the first half. Your score, Warwick 7, New Oxford 7. Both teams have their full complement of timeouts with 3 timeouts. And now New Oxford's offense back out on the field.
Want to plug again at halftime. We're going to have OSS Health, Brianna Cohen and Becky Roosh back. They want to talk a little bit more about some of the things that OSS Health can do. So stay locked here. Talk about the physicals for the upcoming winter sports.
Luke Fry back in shotgun formation. And they give to Alex Brown, looking for running room on the edge and a minimal pickup.
Man, that's why they wear helmets right there. You can see Alex Brown, as he went to the ground, his head just bounced right off of the turf. Got right back up. Well, we talked to OSSers. They said they do a lot of concussions and help people. Luckily, Alex Brown looks great. Those helmets work.
It brings up a 2nd down and 7, a 3-yard pickup for Brown. As we approach the 3-minute mark before halftime. In a fast-moving first half here from the Ox. Colonial Country. The pitch out and brought down hard. Complete to Tavon Jacoby.
The junior wide receiver really didn't have much time or much space to do much there.
Brings up a 3rd down and 6. And the Ox now, big play here.
This is a huge
3rd
play.
and 5. Fry back, unloads, far side.
Man, from our angle, that is right there at the line.
Pass complete to Tanner Howell.
And I think we heard that last name before from the national champions, the Florida Gators. His older brother, Tommy. New Oxford Colonial great. Hope he's watching down there.
Punched offense, you see a 4th down and 1 for the Ox.
Still 13 seconds here on the clock. Let's see if they
clock. And New Oxford maybe trying to pull them off.
No.
Shot.
There it is. Oh.
Flag thrown late. On second effort, it would appear as if it's the first out, but there is a flag thrown.
Nice play design there and execution. We'll see if there's what the penalty is here. The Warrior side here seem to like it.
Yeah, they're happy about the sideline violation called.
Whew. I'm assuming the coaching staff want to talk about that over there.
5-yard penalty. Of course, that will now bring the punting unit out for New Oxford with a 4th down and 6. Tavon Jacoby back to punt the ball for New Oxford.
Got to do a check
and they're
again.
Taking some time off the clock here. Play clock down to 3. May want to call a timeout, and they are going to do that. A timeout by New Oxford with 1 minute remaining before halftime. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
Nothing really jumps out.
At Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion, our Customer Appreciation Sales Event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
Madera and Yakavella back to receive for Warwick. 1 minute even remaining. Warwick will have their full complement of 3 timeouts. Picked up by Madar, looking for running room at the 25, gets tripped up.
Alex Brown with the tackle, takes him to the ground. Really a shoestring tackle there, but forced him inside and got him.
Bodie Madara with.
Todd, we were talking about Tommy Houck, and also got to mention his pop's place, the Altland House in Abbottstown. They also have Fender's Grill and Pub in West York, Highland Taps and Tables in Hanover. Visit all 3 of those online, and South Central's PA food and beverage leader.
Maybe a post-game spot to stop if you're here
Correct.
in stadium and go post-game there, meet up there with our newest sponsor.
Florida was in that championship run. I know the Altland's House was going crazy. Back to action.
Inside screen now. Slant pattern.
Oh!
Nice bit of running there. Vincent Iacovillo with the run.
Number 9, Nolan O'Brien, the senior, got the hit first there.
It brings up a second down, and it would appear as if Warwick's in no hurry here to get any plays off here as the clock continues to run. 20-second mark and counting. Play clock down at 13. They don't have to get another play off, and it would appear as if both teams will head into the locker room tied up 7-7 here as the final seconds tick off the clock. And we've arrived at halftime here on Sports Shooting Stars. Warwick 7, New Oxford 7. An interesting first half. Marcellus, your thoughts as this game progressed?
Well, both teams' defense coming in. New Oxford only giving up about 10 points a game. The Warriors only 7. So 7-7, locked in, loaded, man. I can't wait for the second half. It's going to be must-watch playoff preview type football here. The number 1 Colonials, District 3 5A. And, of course, Warwick Warriors, number 3. What an awesome first half there, Todd.
Great first half. We thank you for tuning in tonight. Continue to engage in our chat room there on our YouTube page and subscribe to our YouTube page, Sports Shooting Stars, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Please do. Well, we'll be back here in just about a minute here. We're going to come with our friends from OSS Health here and finish our second part of the interview, so don't go anywhere. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars.
We bring the game
to you.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Dew Jones.
If we have time, we want to run to
At Thornton Automotive's 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion, our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it!
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got it!
Then shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
This is Archbishop okay. They had a free service for that or a free stream? Oh yeah, they're free streamed up. It's kind of choppy. They don't have time or anything like that. Oh, okay.
Ready?
Yep. We'll just do an audio. You guys can come over here.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, we'll do
What do you got? Well, oh yeah. Well,
There, why don't you guys come in between?
yeah, or at least one. Yeah, that way if we want to cut the scene. Welcome back, sports fans. We're at halftime here from the Warwick 7, New Oxford Colonial 7. We're back in the broadcast booth, joined by OSS Health again, like part 2 here. And we want to talk a little bit about the winter sports season coming up, Brianna. Talk about physicals.
Yeah, so like you said, we're gearing up for winter sports here. Cannot believe it. We have sports physicals at all of our OSS locations, and the first 2 weeks of November.
and how do they go about? Can they walk in? Do they need to pre-register? Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so unfortunately we don't take any walk-in appointments, but you will have to call our OSS line, and we'll just sign you up for an appointment.
Any thoughts or questions on your end?
Well, if you missed the pregame interview, just want to talk about where are your different locations at, Becky?
Yeah.
Sure. So we are in York, West York, Hanover, Gettysburg, Mechanicsburg, and Enola.
And we talked about as well that OSS Health is different than the rest. Actually, physicians own. Talk a little bit about that.
Yes, we love to mention that whenever we can. We are physician owned and operated, and that makes us a little bit different from other healthcare organizations in the area. And we believe it translates to better patient care. Our physicians are treating patients and making decisions, and doing so with our patients' best interest in mind.
Well, we appreciate you guys have been a sponsor of ours 3 years running, and we wouldn't be doing this without you guys. Couldn't bring the game to all you guys out there watching without OSS Health. If you want to find out more, go to osshealth.com. If something happens, I was about a month or 2 ago, I was on a ladder and I fell, thought I broke my foot, went right to urgent care. How many urgent care locations do you have?
So we have urgent care at our offices in York, West York, Hanover, Mechanicsburg, and Enola. Our office on Powder Mill is actually open 7 days a week. So if you have an injury that happens on a Saturday or Sunday, you're able to be seen there between the hours, I believe it's 9 and 3. So pretty convenient. And again, for those unexpected injuries, you can go online and schedule the time for you to come in to see one of our providers.
Well, as I mentioned, I was there just earlier this week on Monday, walking out, saw my cousin, and she was talking about her son, Dylan, who's a 10th grader, was there shadowing one of the physicians to see if that's something that he wants to do in the future. If you're out there and you're watching and this is something that you might want to get into, sports medicine, is there a place, or what should they do if they want to find out more about becoming into the sports medicine field?
Yeah, absolutely. So any of our providers, athletic trainers, anybody in sports med will be happy to let any student shadow. So if you go on the OSS website under careers, if you scroll down on the bottom of the page, there's a place where you can apply for job shadowing. So you just do everything that checks off their boxes, and then they take it from there.
Well, there you go. You never know, Todd. Maybe it's something you and I can
career
get into.
change, huh? Yeah, we go from talking to sports medicine, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Well, if you're out there and, again, you didn't get your physical yet for the winter, get on osshealth.com. Again, appreciate you ladies coming to the booth here. Any final thoughts? Anything else?
I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but we just wanted to thank you guys for what you do. Again, giving the local athletes a platform to showcase their talents. We just think it's so important. They work really hard all year round. It's a lot of time, it's a lot of dedication, and it's important for them to be able to have this platform, and we just really appreciate it.
Well, right back at you.
Yes.
Well, we have more game coming up here, a close one right here, all knotted up, 7-7. The big District 3 5A, the game of the week, Todd.
Yes, between Warwick and New Oxford, all knotted up 7-7. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.
be around. The fans can tune in. We're watching right now Warwick's marching band do their thing during halftime, and we'll be back in a few minutes with our halftime report and some updates from the scores from around the league.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Warwick Marching Band.
And that's going to wrap up for Warwick's Marching Band halftime show. We're going to go ahead and go to a couple commercials, and we'll be back very soon for the second half of the Warwick versus New Oxford District 3 matchup.
We wake up with the sun. We live in a place we're proud to call home. For us, it's knowing that those we help are neighbors, friends, family. As the leader in providing the best orthopedic care for our community, we come together to do our part.
At Thornton Automotive, 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion. Our Customer Appreciation Sales Event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got
Then
it.
shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
So here at Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, our mission is to change the generation one child at a time. What we do is we take every opportunity to teach a child. It could be from learning how to walk, potty training, how to communicate with peers, and also how to tune in those fine motor skills that they have, and also preparation for kindergarten.
We love it here. And Dana has been here for a couple months. We love it here. She's learning. Yes, she's learning all about her alphabets and her numbers and everything like that. And this is an awesome place to have your child learn and grow.
This is our Zion location. On this side of town is our school age. We require that our school age do focus on reading and math daily for at least 30 minutes once they arrive from school. This also gives them time to complete their homework and do crafts and art projects before they do physical play. On the Zion location, we do cater to the private, public, and charter schools that are on the west side of town. So we do Logos Academy, Lincoln Charter School, York Academy, and all York City schools that are on the west side of town.
We love
This is Marcellus Soul Block, and it's time to sit back and kick it with Dude Jones and friends. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show.
We bring the game to you.
Yeah, you know us as being the #1 sports broadcast company in central Pennsylvania. And it's time to sit back and kick it with Dude Jones and friends. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show. Want to become a sponsor of the broadcast? Or maybe you want to be a guest on this podcast? Well, you know what to do. Contact us. You can email sportshootingstars@gmail.com. If you need more content or want to support the Shooting Stars podcast, just go to our social media pages: Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube,
Twitter, and Snapchat. The Shooting Stars Sports Podcast Show with Dude Jones and friends. We bring the game
to you.
Contact us, sportshootingstars@gmail.com.
Is no restart.
Welcome back, sports fans. We're moments away from the start of the third quarter here. Be a good time to talk about our game sponsors: Thornton Automotive of Dover,
Fairview Early Learning Community Center.
OSS Health.
Gamlet.
S3 Performance Training.
Vertical Raise.
Basil Insurance Agency.
Good Deals.
Wise Printing.
And the YMCA of York. Plus, we got a brand new sponsor, the Altland House Hospitality Group. South Central PA's food and beverage leader, specializing in restaurants, hotel, catering, and all events. Yeah, and of course, Tanner Hawk, their son, plays here, senior.
Warwick getting set to kick off to the Ox. And the pickup by Brody Holmes out near the 30-yard line.
If you missed it earlier in the first half, he got a kickoff and took it to the Holmes.
Yeah, took it to the Holmes, yeah, as you would say, to tie this game up. And of course, a 1-yard touchdown run by Heath Schnipke for Warwick has this game tied up 7-7 as we just underway here in the third quarter. Some halftime scores: Central down 26-21 to Archbishop Hoban of Ohio. 14-0 Eastern leads York Suburban. Kennerdale with a 7-0 lead over Dover. Spring Grove all over Dallastown 21-0. DeLone Catholic 21 over York Tech 0. West York all over Susquehannock 35-0. Fry with a quarterback keeper.
Oh, man, they took him down from the neck and brought him down to the floor there. But tell you what, good pump fake there. Got out of the pocket quick. Gain of about 4.
Baylorville 14-0 over Littlestown, and Bermudian Springs 28, Hanover 0. And you can go to our website, sportshootingstars.com, for the latest updates from around the league. And a pitch out.
I got it to Holmes, I believe. Quick pitch and catch there, bringing up a 3rd and short.
Holmes with the reception there brings up a 3rd down and 2 now for New Oxford.
Talked about it, Ty, going in, the keys to winning. Both teams is run the ball as number 1. Let's see what happens at 3rd and 2. Hard count there, looking to get him to jump. Still 16 on the play clock.
Trips near side for New Oxford. Fry back. Oh.
Good defense.
Dangerous
break
throw
up
there. It brings up a 4th down and 2 with 10:36 remaining in the third quarter.
It looks like that was number 10, the senior Jace Conrad with the break up there.
And the punting unit for New Oxford comes out on the field. Be Tavon Jacoby getting set to punt the ball off.
Yeah, both.
Bodie Medora. Vincent Iacovillo back to receive the punt.
Quick 3 and out there for the Colonials, but boom.
Gets the punt off. Fair catch at about the 33-yard line by Bodie Medora. And now we'll see the Warwick's offense come out onto the field for their first series here in the second half.
Really, the Warriors were the only one that had that great drive there in that first half and a couple chunk plays.
Yes.
The tight end came up with a good catch there. And, of course, a lot of running there by Heath Snipke and the senior lineman. Coach Locker, exactly what he had designed there coming into this game.
Well, we mentioned 9 points giving up New Oxford's defense, 7 for Warwick, and right now we're tied up 7-7. Points are at a premium tonight.
Yes, both teams are pacing ahead of schedule.
Fake going for it all near side. Intended for number 21, Tyler Musser.
Excellent position there by the senior, number 3, Sebastian Kaler. 5'10", 160 pounds. Can't get any better position than that.
Brings up a 2nd down and 10.
Stop the clock for one of the first times in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been rolling. You got to feel both sides here, and the stands are just waiting for another big play.
Big play, yeah. It's Schnipke with the carry.
Ooh. Tell you what, I'm trying to see, man, there were some big guys under there, and I thought Snipsky was hit right there hard, and he still wasn't taken down. Yeah.
Well, for all that effort, it was a 2-yard pickup on that carry.
About 8 hits.
Oh.
About 3,000 pounds there.
Yeah, it certainly is a big crowd here tonight, Marcellus, from both sides.
Huge. The Warriors, man, they took that hour-and-a-half trip like champs.
Fake to Schmidt, roll out, falls incomplete.
We talked about it, Ty. Both sides know each other a little bit. Dating back 2020, big playoff game. The Warriors won that one. Last year, the Colonials won in the head-to-head match. All knotted up still here. 9:32 to go.
And getting set to punt the ball off to the ever-dangerous Braden Billman, Brody Holmes back.
Oh, we saw it early in the first half. See what happens in the third quarter.
Michael Pluta getting set to punt it off.
I know Billman's itching to get one.
High punt. Returnable. That's Billman, 40. Cuts inside, still on his feet.
Oh, we talked about how many different sports that guy's in. It looked like he had a little bit of dancing there with those feet. Got an extra yard there.
You know, it is homecoming season, so.
Yes. So, and he's taking his talents when it comes to, he's going to play football and also track.
Yes, at Cornell. He'll be a Cornell Bear, Ivy League.
Higher education plays right there. My gosh.
Luke Fry brings his offense back out. Give to Brown. Looking for running room. Not much going there. Brings up a second down.
You start thinking here, if you can just move the chains, once or twice, it comes up with that big field positioning. Trying to get on the other side of that 50 there. Both teams have good kickers with plenty of leg.
Looks like the offense, quarterback Luke Fry, waiting for the next play call here. The play clock approaching 10 seconds. Play action rollout.
Ooh,
that's Holmes with the reception. First down and more.
The more you can get the ball in the hands of some playmakers, the better. And really needed to move the chains there. First downs are at a premium here tonight.
Yeah, a new set of downs for New Oxford into Warwick territory. Ball be set up on the 41-yard line.
There's Billman in motion again.
The give to Brown, looking to run up the middle for a small gain. 2-yard pickup brings up a second down and 8. Pluta in on the tackle for Warwick. Of course, New Oxford's going to be moving up to Division I next year.
Oh.
Going for it all up top.
See if they got anything. There's a little. The crowd's looking for a flag. No flags at all. Good position there by the defender.
Yeah, one-on-one.
Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Defensive pass interference against Warwick.
Luke Fry did a good job there airing that out, letting his receiver to try to get underneath it.
Much to the dismay here of the fan base of Warwick, not happy with that penalty.
Well, when you let it air out, sometimes good things happen.
And New Oxford now with a new set of downs. Ball be set up on Warwick's 24-yard line.
Up they go.
Give to Brown. And a swarm of Warwick defenders there. That tackle.
Well, last week when West York and the Colonials went at it, Alex Brown up the middle, especially in the beginning of that game, really started to put his print on that. They're looking to try to get that success again, but no matter what, the more you run up the gut, it kind of opens up that play action.
Up the passing game, yes. Yep. Second down and 11 for New Oxford. Fry under pressure, eludes a pass rush. He's going to keep it. 25-20, 15-10. Steps out of bounds.
Yeah, he's got good feet and awareness there. Smart. We talked about it. He's like having another coach out there under center and really did the smartest thing you could do there.
Yeah, stepped
and
out of
he had a defender there and kind of outran him and picked up first down.
And it looks like it'll be a first down and goal from the 10-yard line into red zone territory here. We'll see now.
For those watching at the Outland House or wherever you're watching right now, thank you so much. Please continue to comment, especially as we get into the later parts of this game. We're going to have to lean on who do you feel is the player of the game? Who's going to be that BLM hard hat construction player of the game?
Fry under pressure. He's just going to have to get rid of it.
Ooh, tell you what, looked like he did everything he could to get back to the line of scrimmage with that throw.
Yeah, Rowan Greenway making his presence for Warwick, and they did get.
Luke Fry did everything he could to try to get it back to the line of scrimmage there, but
to no avail, and Greenway was bringing the heat.
Tell you what, if you're the Warriors, that was the defensive play you wanted and needed and delivered.
Yep.
Looks like they're trying to sort some things out here.
The officials talking things over. I believe they're calling it off. No penalty on that play, Marcellus.
I tell you what, he did everything he could to air that thing out. It looked like it got real close to the line of scrimmage. I guess that's what they were talking about. I don't think the Warwick side over here likes that so much.
Not at all. They're letting their voices be heard here at the Ox.
The guys in the stripes that had probably a better position than we do, but that's what they get paid for, I guess, to make those calls.
Second down and goal. Ball on the 10-yard line. Fry, quarterback keeper. Going to go down. And we're going to see what Warwick's defense has here right now in this goal line of sorts. I mean, inside the 10.
Well, you got to feel at this point, depending what happens on this play, you might end up, if you don't get it, you're the Colonials, might bring out the kicker, because we talked about points being a premium right now.
And you're in field goal position.
But this down right here could be a huge factor of what happens not only in this game, but in District 3-5A.
Exactly. Play clock down to 8.
Yeah, they might need to get a timeout on this one.
And the first timeout used by New Oxford with 5:38 remaining Your score, Warwick 7, New Oxford 7. You're watching Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game.
Game to you.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Stu Jones.
Welcome back, sports fans. Coming off the timeout here. 5:38 remaining in the third quarter. New Oxford, big third down here. 3rd and goal. Ball set up on the 8-yard line of Warwick.
Ooh.
And you can hear the Warwick fan base. They're trying to make some noise here on 3rd down. They're shaking the broadcast booth here. Fry rolls to his right, looking for it all.
Grabbed by the shirt.
Falls
no
incomplete.
Call. That could have been a makeup call. I mean, from this angle, it looked like his shirt was pulled, but hey, if the referee doesn't call it, it's not a penalty.
No call, and it brings up a 4th down and goal. And you mentioned it just moments ago, Marcellus. Points are at a premium here. Interesting to see here.
Yeah, it looks like they're bringing the kicking unit
bring the
on.
Field goal unit out.
Well, we talked about all the block punts. See, it could be a block kick, too. You never know. They kind of got the nose for the ball in that defense on the Warriors' side.
As Matthew Lavallee, the junior kicker and punter, comes out, it'll be about a 25-yard field goal attempt for Lavallee from the left hash mark. The kick is up, and the kick is no good.
Hear the crowd over here.
Well,
big momentum
Warwick
play there.
faithful getting wild here. Happy with that missed field goal. And we've seen this a lot in this level. The kicking game at times is we had last year, remember Matthew Parker, who just was dynamic for Central, who's now at Penn State. But the kicking game at times seems to be lacking here a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, at least on that one right there, plenty of leg. I mean, if you think back, the last year, New Oxford had Brady Miller, who hit a 54-yarder, which is tied for the record. So
yeah, he was battling with Matthew Parker last year. Exactly. Now the ball will be on the 20-yard line for Warwick as they look to get back into this game with running play not going anywhere.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Just momentum in sports is so huge. And that kind of seemed like it gave the Warriors another shock of adrenaline. But the Colonials right there
came up with a 2-yard loss on that play. So it's 2nd down and 12 as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the third quarter. And you have the feeling whoever may score next may win this game just based off the point production here tonight as we're tied up 7-7. Pass complete, far side.
Holmes with the tackle and the throwdown. Colonials really putting the clamp on so far, bringing up a huge 3rd down.
Pass complete to Vincent Iacovillo. Just a 1-yard pickup on the reception. Brings up a 3rd down and 11. Trips formation near side for Warwick.
Alex Brown showing blitz.
Showing some blitz.
There he goes.
Under pressure.
Up in the air.
Forward, up in the air, threw into double coverage, and he could be lucky that fell incomplete.
Especially with a guy like number 1 back there, Billman. He is a ball hawk, and Sebastian Kaler was back there as well.
Yeah, Pass intended for number 21, Tyler Musser. It brings up a 4th down in the punting unit now for Warwick back on the field, as we will see Michael Pluta stands at about his own 5-yard line. Billman and Holmes back to receive the punt. They stand at about their 43-yard line.
Both of them itching here with the packed house under the lights to get a chance to take one back. See what the Warriors do here. Who they kick to? Down the middle. Oh, no. Over to Billman.
To Billman, a fair catch at about the 47-yard line. And again, nice field position for New Oxford to start their drive here. With 3:51 remaining in the third quarter, it's Warwick 7, New Oxford 7. And a bit of a defensive battle on display here tonight between both teams.
Yeah, big time. Both teams needing some scoring and need it quick. But, hey, if you're out there and need some quality printing in York, well, trust Wise Printing. Quick turnarounds, vibrant results. Visit wiseprintingyork.com. Call 717-848-9200.
Fry back in shotgun formation, joined by Billman. The pitch back to Billman. The 45 midfield, far side, steps out of bounds. And at one point, it looked like Billman may have been trying to maybe look downfield there, but he decided to keep it and run in a positive run. A 9-yard pickup.
Football star, track star, basketball star. I'm sure if he had to, he could play a little quarterback. But again, it goes back to just getting the ball in the hands of your playmakers, and that's exactly what they did there. Wow, state champion in long jump.
Yeah,
Pennsylvania's a big state too, guys.
Yeah, no doubt. And for New Oxford, it's getting it in the hands to one Braden Billman or Brody Holmes. Or both are near side. A quick throw out to Billman, not going anywhere.
Might have lost a yard there.
Yeah, that brings up a 3rd down. Some scores from around the league. Biglerville 14, Littlestown 0, Eastern York 14, York Suburban 0, DeLone Catholic all over York Tech 28-0. Kennerdale with a 7-3 lead over Dover, and Archbishop Hoban 32, Central York 21.
Wow.
Bermudian Springs 35, Hanover 0, and Spring Grove 21, Dallastown 0.
Tell you what, with Central hanging tough there, going, what is that, a 4, 5, 6 hour drive and going against one of the
6-hour drive,
best teams in the country.
Fry with a
and we just found out that Archbishop actually have 2 scores on special teams. So that 32-21 score, really special teams the difference in that game right now. 4th and 1.
4th and 1. York High 28, Southwestern 7, Red Lion 19, Northeastern 7, and West York all over Susquehannock 35-0. There are scores from around the league in YAIAA.
Well, as they have the official timeout here. Kind of hear the cheerleaders for the Warriors. Tell you what, it's pretty much everything that you signed up for here so far, Todd.
And this was one of the featured games really in the league taking place this week. And glad Sports Shooting Stars could be part of the broadcast. And I believe they're asking for a measurement, and it looks like it's almost a good yard, but coming up short here. It will be 4th down.
Well, don't get any bigger than this play right here. Knotted up 7-7 on the 45-yard line.
And you see, some movement.
And tell you what, the Colonials are pointing over there. Did a little bit of trickery there as they switched up the line.
Well, they did, and you see Billman was back in shotgun formation for New Oxford.
I kind of feel like whatever happens here is a big call, obviously.
Wow, against New Oxford.
Warwick Warrior fan base loving that.
It'll be a 4th down and 6.
Really changes up when you're going against that defense. Makes you really have to think a couple times going forward on the.
Yeah, we may now see the punting unit march out for New Oxford. And a game that's this close, it's a battle of field position, and as Tavon Jacoby comes out to punt the ball for New Oxford. 2:22 remaining. Ooh, Jacoby gets it off. He's going to bounce inside the 15 and just going to roll down inside the 10. Wow. And an excellent punt by Tavon Jacoby. At one point, it looked like they were going to block it, but he got it off. But it took a New Oxford roll, and now a long field for Warwick.
I can't imagine being Jacoby last night trying to not think about that pass or that punt blocking squad coming in. But, yeah, got it off, and tell you what, got the roll we needed. Want to give a big shout-out to one of our season-long sponsors again, and it comes down to insurance. For coverage you can count on, call Basil Insurance in Dallastown. Auto, home, or business, they've got you covered. Visit insuranceyork.net today.
Colin McGaw back in shotgun formation.
Quick.
Looks like the flag was thrown on that run. It may be a hold, maybe coming back.
Holding calls are brutal sometimes in games like this.
Yeah, it's
half the distance, I'm assuming, on this one.
There's Grant Luger on the run, but that may be coming back. Yeah, half the distance to the goal. Now the ball be set up on the 4-yard line. Brings up a 1st down now and 14, ball on the 4-yard line. Not the direction you want to move if you're Warwick right now.
Nope.
Going back to that running game. Schmidtke with the carry.
Tell you what,
Travis Covington in on that tackle. We've called his name a lot.
Yes, we have.
New Oxford. No gain on the run.
Tell you what, looking at tape leading into this game, the Colonials have to be one of the best defensive fronts that the Warriors have faced, really, because, you know, it's going back and forth. Of course, you know, Snipke is going to get his yards one way or another. Either drag you and 3 or 4 of your teammates, but he'll get them. And they're doing a great job with that so far, Todd.
Under a minute remaining here in the 3rd quarter, and if you're Warwick, you got to get a little breathing room here, because if you don't get the 1st down, you need some space for your punter to operate. Looking for running room, that's Schmidt, and that'll give him a little breathing room on that run.
Just another example of him getting hit at about right at the line.
Something out of nothing,
yes.
And a nice run. Brings up a 3rd down and 8 now for Warwick.
And that's just huge. It looks like they're going to run this right down.
Yeah,
here.
The play clock's at about 30, and the clock under 25 seconds here for Warwick. They may not have to get another playoff if they do not want it here, as the final seconds tick off the clock here in 3rd quarter action. Coming to you tonight from the Ox, we're knotted up. Warwick 7, New Oxford 7. And I said moments ago, it may Marcellus, whoever may score next may win this ball game, just based off point production here tonight.
Uh-oh.
And we'll take a brief timeout. We'll have some games. Who's this? Oh, okay. Welcome back, sports fans. Getting set to start the fourth quarter.
Well, we said it before, but third down. This is a huge
big third down
one
here for Warwick. Gets the throw off complete.
Wow.
Still on his feet. Second effort. Trying to get near the marker.
He definitely got near the marker. Let's see what's called here.
Iacobello with the reception.
Man, he fought for everything he
did.
got there.
It was a 7-yard pickup. Fourth down and one ball on the 17-yard line. And it will bring out the punting unit. Again, a battle of field position right now. Both teams kind of strategizing here as punter Michael Pluta comes out. The junior for Warwick stands at about his 3-yard line.
Well, let's see what the Warriors do here. They seem like they hold it for a second. High kick typically. There it is. That's
Gets
a great
it off
one.
a deep kick.
Wow.
Oh, and that's loose. Ball's live, and it looks like Warwick recovered. What a play. Heath Snipsky with the recovery, it looks like.
Wow. Tell you what, that was just an unbelievable kick, first of all.
And again, we're talking about that third phase of this game, special teams showing its head here again tonight. And a muff punt of sorts recovered by Warwick. And now this breathes new light into the Warwick offense and this fan base right here in front of us.
Big time. You can see Holmes kind of walk off with his head down there. I'm sure his team's telling him, look, you made a gigantic play earlier. A lot of football left. Get you back in the game with your head back up. Let's go. But right now, the Warrior side really needed a spark.
And
they
this
got
may
it.
just be what they wanted and got here. I mean, new set of downs now for the Warwick's offense. Quick pitch out to 21 now. Looking downfield. Falls incomplete. Kind of a halfback option pass.
Billman did a good job there of closing there at the end, but a great play design. I'm sure that could have worked against a lot of defensive backs.
Yeah.
Billman's a tough one to go against.
Yeah.
We already
Musser's
mentioned him.
pass fell incomplete to Vinny Bagnes.
I'm just thinking of Coach Warner right now, and how nice is to have the Pennsylvania State long jump as your defensive back on one of them. We said it before, but each play, the magnifying glass gets a little closer and closer.
Especially with 11 minutes remaining here in regulation.
Well,
and a run. Schmidt near the 40-yard line. Knipke with the carry. Nolan O'Brien in on the tackle.
We mentioned him several times in that first half there. Big play there by the senior. 3rd and 9. The Colonials defense, just like the Warriors defense, is just tough.
If you love defense, this is your game tonight.
Yes.
I mean, you're seeing both defenses showing up, showing out here tonight.
And special teams, both sides made huge plays. You can see Holmes out here, the closest to us, number 4 back on the field, looking to make another big play. And one thing we haven't seen too many besides that, special teams are turnovers. Ooh.
Almost picked off.
50-50 ball there to the
And
outside
Brody
there.
Holmes stepped out of bounds, but it will bring up a 4th down. It's incomplete. And it'll bring the punting unit back out for Warwick.
Which is another weapon there. Those high kicks and those coverage.
Michael Plunda back out to punt. As
We can
Holmes
see-
and Billman stand about their own 10-yard line.
We can see the Pluta family right in front of us here with their sweatshirts. Shout out to them and all the Warrior fans that traveled out here to the Ox.
And it rolls down in and around the 5-yard line. An excellent punt. And again, special teams coming up big here for Warwick.
Both punters now have one getting close to that 5-yard line.
And you really flip the field here now.
Yes.
You're Warwick after that fumble recovery. Their offense stalled a 3 and out, but they punted the ball and really kind of backs up now New Oxford. Ball will be set up on the 7-yard line for New Oxford. Only 93 yards they need to go here for a potential score.
I guess one of the best defenses in the state.
Give to Fry, looking for running room around the edge. Correction, Alex Brown on the carry. It's a 9-yard pickup. Brings up a 2nd down and 1.
Big shout out to the Warwick band here. Hopefully you can hear them. And if you're not a parent of a band member, telling you what, that is a sport in its own with a lot of dedication. And man, they sound good over here.
Clock approaches the 9-minute mark in regulation.
Ooh.
And that was Alex Brown with the carry.
He did a good job of just getting back to the line of scrimmage there.
No gain on the run and brings up a 3rd down and 1. This Warwick defense.
Well,
holding their ground right now. A big 3rd down and 1 now for New Oxford.
You said it right when you said big there, because coming down to those big guys right there on the line.
Right in the trenches.
As you can hear and feel the energy starting to build to this play, Todd.
And it really just shaking the booth here.
Up the gut.
Back to that running game. Second effort may have gotten that. Initially, it looked stopped, but
Alex Brown said, look, I'm one of these guys too. I'm going to take the power with me. I want this 1st down, and he got it.
Well, we talked about that featured those running backs to kind of start the game. I mean, what a matchup between Alex Brown
Heath Snipsky. My
and Smith.
goodness.
Yeah, it's just they may both maybe sore tomorrow after this game. Under 8 minutes. New set of downs for New Oxford. Fry back, looking for it all. Oh, what a catch.
My gosh, the play of the game so far.
Jacoby with a big reception, and let's see a replay on that.
Wow, he spread out with some wings. First of all, Fry back, took his time, aired it out. I tell you what, that is a tough catch right there at a huge point of the game. The punter.
Came up with a big reception there.
Yes.
Back to that running game. Brown with the carry.
And that last play was set up by Alex Brown, moving that whole pile to get that 1st down. Pluto with the tackle.
Yeah, brings up a 2nd down and a 2-yard carry, pickup for Alex Brown on that play. Under 7 minutes, the clock continues to tick. Tied up here, Warwick 7, New Oxford 7.
Number 3 at number 1, Todd. Something's going to have to give here.
Yeah, we want to remind the fans we're going to make our way down to the field post-game to talk to the player of the game, or maybe players of the game. And through your inputs, greatly appreciated, as you can contribute on our conversation on our YouTube page with Sports Shooting Stars. Play clock down to 2. Just gets it off.
Ooh!
Under pressure, and he's going down.
Tell you what, that defensive line there, led by number 13 on that tackle.
13 with the sack. That was Cohen Adams. Came up big.
3rd down and 12.
Now, yeah, that pushes back the Colonials. And that was a big defensive play by Warwick.
Gigantic. Tell you what, man, they barely got that play off.
3rd down and 12. Ball needs to get to Warwick's 44 for a 1st down.
Ooh.
And pass caught, but comes up well short. Complete to number 3. That's Sebastian Kaler with a reception.
Kaler had to kind of go up to a couple floors to catch
Kinda
that.
climb the ladder a little bit, yeah. For
Did
a minimal gain.
Well, here we go, back to special teams, and we know this number 6 here, he's flipped the field before. Tavon Jacoby, who had that gigantic catch.
Reception. Back awaiting the punt, Vincent Iacovillo. And Bodie Madeira back.
Ooh.
High punt. Iacovillo at his 25 and goes down.
Tell you what, number 21 there for the Warriors, Tyler Mooser, almost got a hand on that again. Yeah, talking to Coach Locker leading up to this, he said a couple of my players have figured it out and how to get their hands on those punts.
They
and
certainly have made a statement. 6 blocks
coming in, and probably about 3 or 4 they almost
near
got to
misses.
that.
Yeah. I mean, well, here's where we're at, sports fans. 4:45 remaining. 3 timeouts remain for Warwick. They'll have the ball offensively.
3 timeouts for New Oxford, too.
Correct.
Well, and on paper, these two teams lined up really well. On paper, it looked like we would get a game just like this.
Well, and we had that last week at West York between New Oxford and West York. New Oxford prevailed 14-7, and right now,
ooh,
nice second effort.
Tell you what,
by Heath Schnipke, and
it took the whole New Oxford defense to keep him from getting that 1st down there, but huge.
It seems as if he's getting stronger as this game progresses. An 8-yard pickup.
You can start getting a 2nd and short. That's huge for the offensive coordinator to come up with some stuff. We've seen a couple almost trick plays before from the Warriors. Let's see what they come up with.
As we approach the 4-minute mark in regulation here from the Ox. Warwick 7, New Oxford 7. Schmidt with a carry, and that second effort will get a 1st down and more. Move those chains for Warwick.
Drew Lawrence, number 11 there on the tackle there. Looks like he hurt himself a little bit, but
new set of downs for Warwick. It brings up a 1st down and 10. Ball on the 37-yard line of Warwick. And Warwick caught, intercepted.
No way!
25-20, 15-10, 5 in for the score.
Jack Rios!
Wow. You called his name earlier, Jack Rios with the pick 6.
My gosh, the tight end defensive end with a humongous play.
Wow, we talked about a big play. Who would score next? Well, it was New Oxford with a pick 6, Jack Rios.
That wasn't a normal pick 6 either, man. I don't know how he had the concentration. Most players would have knocked that down. He knocked it right into his belly and took it home. Woo!
And what a momentum-changing play. Lavalley in for the point after attempt. And the kick is up and good. And just like that, New Oxford with the lead, 14-7 over Warwick with 3:11 remaining. And boy, what about like a gut punch there? How about it, Marcellus? If you're Warwick, your new Oxford, you're loving life right now.
If you're Warwick, so far your defenses gave up 0 points. You had 7 points
off the
when
special
Holmes.
teams.
Yes, 7 from the special teams, 7 right there from Jack Rios. Now, of course, you're the Colonials. That's what you want. You're going to say that was a good deal, which brings me to when it comes to home improvement, call the crew that does it all. Good Deals Enterprises, roofing, gutters, siding, and more. Quality work you can trust right here in York. Mention Sports Shooting Stars. Get 15% off. Now that is a good deal. GoodDeals.com. Wow, what a play, Todd.
Yeah, why? Just like that. Jack Rios with the pick six. 37-yard interception return.
Ooh.
Little trickery there.
There, Alex Brown takes him down. Oh, I'm sorry, number 7.
Vincent Iacovello with the carry.
Everett Ernst there with a great tackle.
And we're going to see the Warriors offense back out on the field.
Yeah, and I know I just said it, but I want to point that out again. I mean, that was a little trickery right there.
Yeah.
Some teams would have fell for that, but number 27, Everett Ernest, the junior running back, defensive back, 5'9", 170 with a huge play.
Yep. Ball set up on the 19-yard line of Warwick. 3:05 remaining. Warwick down by 7, 14-7. Throw and catch, far side, complete.
Holmes with the tackle there. Looks like Alex Brown comes to finish the tackle.
Grant Luger with the reception on that play, and you almost feel it almost has to be a hurry-up style offense for Warwick. A 7-yard pickup brings up a 2nd down and 3.
You're the Colonials, too. You don't want to start playing what you see in a lot in the NFL, that prevent defense. You do not want to do that. You want to play your hard-nosed defense. Try to make it hard on them here. Don't let them do easy pitch and catch.
Quick pitch, complete to Vincent Iacovello. And it looks like that may be enough for the 1st down, and it is. They're going to move the chains.
Well, you can see the Warriors here going into the playbook here, getting creative, trying to spark some stuff up here as we're moving down to the 2-minute mark.
Under 2 minutes remaining. Clock continues to tick. Complete near side to Grant Luger as he steps out of bounds.
Brogan Clunk throws him out of bounds, and now the clock keeps ticking.
As we approach the 90-second mark, 2nd down and 7 for Warwick.
Big time tackle, getting them inbounds.
Quick pitch. Oh, falls incomplete.
No.
Vincent Iacovello.
Nolan O'Brien there on the defense.
Clock continues to tick, and it was an incomplete pass.
It looks like they stopped it now.
And much. Want to say hello to the 1,000 fans that are watching here tonight. Wherever you may be watching, we appreciate your support. Thank you for tuning in this Friday. Hello to the Sunshine State. We have at least one viewer from Tampa, Florida. Thank you for tuning in. Short's a bit warmer down there in Florida.
They put some time back on the clock here, minute 32.
3rd down and 6.
Warriors doing a good job now, just trying to get quick passes, get out of bounds there. Well, look at it now, Todd.
4th down and 2, and clearly 4 down territory for Warwick.
Well, you can hear the Colonial crowd.
Their fan base, and that student section, trying to make some noise.
We were trying to make our way over there. Never got over there so far today, but big shout out to the student section. Ooh, timeout.
Timeout called by New Oxford. Their first timeout. They had a chance to see the offensive schematics of Warwick. Called a timeout. 1:28 remaining. Your score, New Oxford 14, Warwick 7. Warwick with the possession right now.
Got to give a big shout out to S3 Performance Center. Run faster, jump higher, get stronger at S3 Performance Training, York's home for real results. Book now at s3performancetraining.com. We know all about John Turpak and the whole
John,
team over there.
Filled in for you one week when you were not here. Yeah, John Turpak has done that with volleyball and football.
Oh, here we
S3
go.
and Ron Johnson.
Oh, big time.
Here we go. Big fourth down now for Warwick. All on the line here, and there may have been some movement along the line there. It looks like a false start against Warwick. That'll move it back 5.
You can see the frustration there and the running back. He's Snipke, but it happens.
Brings up a 4th down and 7. Colonials, they're looking to move to 9-0 with the win here. But still, 1:28 remaining, 4th down and 7.
See what they have drawn up.
Quick pitch out on the slant.
Oh.
And falls short.
Wow.
Rowan Greenway with the reception.
Tell you what, you can hear the Colonial fans over there. Still 2 timeouts for the Warriors, but you could see the Colonials starting to sense it.
Say hi to John Turpak, who's watching tonight's broadcast.
Nice. The man, the legend. Yeah, hoping to have him out with you guys next week with York High and Central. We'll see how that all
At the
plays
Meadows,
out.
yeah, should be a classic matchup. It always seems to be every year. It comes down to those 2 schools in Division I. The Bearcats right now putting a thumping on Southwestern.
Here we go.
Ox's offense out on the field. Brown with the carry.
And you can see Brown as he was heading to the ground there. Ball security with his arms wrapped around that ball.
Warwick will utilize their timeout on the field with 1:19 remaining. Your score, New Oxford 14, Warwick 7.
Well, we've called a lot of players' names several times, so we're going to probably need some help out there when it comes to the player or players of the game. Of course, we do a cool feature. We've been doing it for about a year now. The BLM Construction Hard Hat Player of the Game. And I know there's a couple players in my head I'm thinking of, but please tell us who you feel it is. Obviously, we don't know how this game's going to end, but
oh no, we still have
keep
plenty
it
of
going.
time. The way this game's played out tonight, still plenty of game. 1:19 remaining. It'll be a 2nd down and 13 for New Oxford. Timeout on the field.
I'm still thinking back to that Jack Rios play there. And if you
The
think
pick
back to
6.
last week with West York, he's the guy that had that huge sack to end the game against West York when they got the dub.
And again, coming up big tonight, Jack New Oxford can hold on for the win, but still plenty of time here for Warwick. 2nd down and 13, ball on the 42-yard line. And they're going to stick to the running ground. Alex Brown inside the 40, down near the 35-yard line. Pluta with the tackle and another timeout.
Quick timeout there.
And that'll be their 2nd timeout.
Great time
Use
management
Warwick.
there by the Coach Locker and Steph. Well, look at the Colonial. If you can see way over there.
Well, their student section's making some noise.
Yes,
We can
they
hear
are.
them from afar here. We're set up on the visitor side press box, which used to be the original press box, and then they built a new press box right across with us.
Beautiful
New
field out
Oxford.
here.
And we mentioned earlier in the broadcast, New Oxford will be moving up to Division I next year,
Yes.
and I believe Northeastern will be moving down to Division II in the YAIAA.
Yeah, and it's
Some
going to really make
tinkering with some of the teams in schools. I know in volleyball, York Suburban girls will be moving up to Division I.
be some great battles coming up. New Oxford, Spring Grove, New Oxford, Red Lion, just to name a few.
A 3rd down and 6.
Ooh.
Oh, Brown slips, and it will be 4th down now for New Oxford.
Tell you what, they ran each play there, but not a whole lot of time went off the clock.
No gain. 4th down, 3rd and final timeout used by Warwick. 1:11 remaining.
Oh, we talked about Coach Locker being at Warwick for a quarter of a century, 25 years, 100 wins as a baseball coach, well over 100 wins as a football coach. Before that, he was at Mannheim Central back in the 90s when that was the gold standard of football in Central PA.
Yeah, he told me he coached Jeff Smoker, who ended up playing at Michigan State.
Nice.
Fans remember from Lancaster County. As both teams huddle up here on 3rd and final timeout by Warwick. Warwick, as we mentioned earlier, will play Mannheim Central next week to close out the regular season schedule.
Yeah, Coach Locker also met, and of course, Matt Nagy.
Matt Nagy, yes, Matt Nagy, yeah, former Chicago Bear.
Won a Super Bowl
Hey,
as
Coach,
backup to a guy named Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah. Going for it on 4th and 7. Going for it all near side. Falls incomplete. Only 5 seconds came off the clock. And now Warwick will get one final try here. Now, no timeouts remain for Warwick. 1:06.
So it's they went for it all, I guess you'd say. And I tell you what, if you get Holmes right there, nice pass.
Throw
Great
it up.
idea.
Oh, yeah,
Made a
to your
chance to win it
playmaker.
all. My goodness, but the Warriors, that defense, which gave up 0 points this game. I know they're down 14.
Yeah, but
special
off
teams.
of special teams, and then the pick 6 by Jack Rios. His defense ran it back, and
Here it is.
far side looking for it all. Incomplete.
Sebastian Kaler again with great position there.
Intended for Tyler Musson. Brings up a 2nd down and 10 for Warwick.
Tell you what, man. The first almost 4 quarters went so fast. The last 90 seconds going slow.
Pass incomplete.
And now that magnifying glass comes out every single play. 3rd and 10.
Yeah, 3rd down and 10.
58 seconds to go. Again, we talked about it several times, but Warwick Warriors number 3, District 3 5A. The Colonials number 1.
And, of course, next week, New Oxford will be here on their home turf playing Eastern York to close out the regular season. 58.2 seconds remain. Clearly 4-down territory for Warwick. A 3rd down and 10. Ball needs to get to about the 46-yard line of Warwick for a 1st down. And complete far side.
Stops the clock, too. If you love football, looks like, it looks like no good.
No, pass was intended Tyler Musser. It's 4th down and 10. This
marbles.
is it.
Are you not entertained, I think is what I want to say right about now.
It's been a great game by both teams here. Scores around the league. Eastern York 20, York Suburban 0, Biglerville 33, Littlestown 6, and we're back here.
Ooh.
Big 4th down and 10. 52 seconds remain for Warwick.
Oh!
Edwards brought down.
Jack Rios.
Jack Rios brings him down. How befitting.
My gosh, he ended last week at West York with a sack. He ends this game possibly with a gigantic play.
And the ball turns over back to New Oxford. And
barring a miraculous issue of play type thing.
Like a miracle in Meadowlands,
Yes.
from Herm Edwards many years ago. Yeah.
Wow, the Colonials. Tell you what, if you told me that the Colonials would win the game and score 0 points on offense, I would probably tell you it's not going to happen like that.
No, it's 47.5 seconds remain in victory formation here, New Oxford, as the final seconds tick off of what a battle here from the Ox. New Oxford will move to 9-0.
And if you're the Warriors, you got to keep your head up. I mean, you traveled an hour and a half over here, and this came down to the wire. Might see each other again when it comes to districts.
Yes, could very well, and that will be the last play of the ball game as both teams meet at midfield as the final seconds tick off the clock here. New Oxford 14, Warwick 7. What a game, Marcellus.
What a game. We got to say thank you again to all our sponsors. But, hey, we're going to make our way out there to the field for our players of the game. Make sure you continue to follow us, Sports Shooting Stars, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back in just a few moments watching Sports Shooting Stars.
We bring the game
to you.
Greetings and salutations, sports fans. Coming to you live tonight, it's Todd Edwards, along with my broadcast partner, Du Jones.
Automotive 6 locations in Manchester, Dover, East York, and Red Lion. Our customer appreciation sales event is going on now. At Thornton Automotive, we understand you have a lot of choices for your automotive needs, and we invite you to come in and see why we're York County's fastest growing auto group. You want to drive home happy with over 700 new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs?
You got it.
You want huge clearance savings with no money down and low payments?
You got it.
Then shop online 24/7 at Thornton247.com.
Just set up here, 50. What do you have, the cowboy hat?
We make it event.
Okay.
So,
No, I don't think.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the field the 2025 New Oxford High School Marching Club.
So here at Fairview Early Learning and Community Center, our mission is to change the generation one child at a time. What we do is we take every opportunity to teach a child. It could be from learning how to walk, potty training, how to communicate with peers, and also how to tune in those fine motor skills that they have, and also preparation for kindergarten.
We love it here. And Nana has been here for a couple months. We love it here. She's learning. Yes, she's learning all about her alphabets and her numbers and everything like that. And this is an awesome place to have your child learn and grow.
This is our Zion location. On this side of town is our school age. We require that our school age do focus on reading and math daily for at least 30 minutes once they arrive from school. This also gives them time to complete their homework and do crafts and art projects before they do physical play. On the Zion location, we do cater to the private, public, and charter schools that are on the west side of town. So we do Logos Academy, Lincoln Charter School, York Academy, and all the York City schools that are on the west side of town.
We love
You know, we're going to have Dew Jones coming down here on the playing field. And again, I'm waiting for my broadcast partner, Marcellus Gottwalt, to make his way down here with some players.
Out of respect for the music and visual copyright holders, and to ensure adherence to the law, videotaping of the New Oxford marching podium is prohibited. Still, pictures may be taken.
Well, I see one of my partners here, our stat guy, Carter Scappa, made his way out here on the field. It certainly feels like football weather here. Dew Jones making his way out. Yeah, Marcellus, we're joined by Carter Scappa, Dew Jones, and you know, we were in the broadcast booth, and it was nice and cozy. You get down here, you realize, yeah, this is football weather, the way it should be in October.
Oh, man, it feels great, man. Like I said, underneath the lights on Friday, this was a great game here tonight, 14-7. New Oxford did a great job of, nailing it out at home. They had a game similar to last week against West York with the same score, 14-7, and they did a lot of work in the fourth quarter, and that just shows you how resilient a team like New Oxford is. I mean, like I said, they're a district playoff-ready team, and they've shown it the last couple weeks.
Well, and I think Warwick will be there as well. I mean, that they have 2 losses, but they'll finish out the season next week with Mannheim Central. They moved to 7-2, but still plenty of football left.
Wait, I just want to point out that I'm faster than these two guys. I just beat
you
them
were
right
quick.
over here.
How about it? I mean,
Wow.
Brody Holmes, thank you for joining us. And of course, Jack Rios as well. Jack Rios, come on in here.
Yeah, we're good.
Our mic's on. We're live. Brody, let's talk about it. You kind of had that big kick return. How exciting was that for you?
I was so excited. I mean, they struck first, but then you know what? We got the ball back, and I took it to the house, brought the momentum back up.
Oh, no doubt about it. And your teammate there, Jack Rios, I guess a pick six. Talk about how exciting that was. What a momentum swing with that pick six.
It was honestly an adrenaline rush. I've never felt like that before. It was kind of crazy. I just saw the ball come and caught it. I was like, I got to get moving. I got to go. I got to get in that zone. I did it. I was just like, I didn't know what to do. I was losing control out there, but I just got to keep my composure because we had 2 minutes left to go. We got to finish that game out.
Oh, and you finished it strong. You guys remain undefeated at 9-0. And how special was that, Brody, for your team to move 9-0?
I mean, we expected this to be a tough game, and I mean, they were ranked 3rd in the district. We were 1, so I mean, it was like a college playoff battle basically, and stuck together, played as a family, and got the dub.
Got a big W. Of course, senior night next week here, Eastern York. Talk a little bit about that. We'll start with you, Jack.
That's honestly going to be an emotional one. I've been playing with these guys since, I was a little kid. I mean, all senior nights are just kind of special, but this one's going to be definitely more special for me and him, I've been friends with Brady for a while now, but we got to come out, focus on football, win the game, go 10-0 again, do what we did last year, and go make it run in districts.
And Brody, how special would that be with you walking out with your parents next week on senior night?
It's going to be pretty crazy. I mean, I remember watching my brother do that sophomore year. I'm like, dang, that's going to be me soon, and here we go. But, we're going to get ready to go in the playoffs and try to make a big run.
Yeah, make a big run. Do it. Any comments?
Real quickly, I want to tell Brody your grandma's watching from Florida, man. You want to give a shout out to Grandma at all?
Hi, Grandma Jack. Hi, Grandma Jack. Love you.
And it's the first time in our history that we had this happen where we're giving away Defensive Player of the Game and the Offensive Player of the Game to Jack Rios, man. He did a great job here tonight. Great pick six. And we want to go and give you the hard hat Defensive Player and also player of the game shirt as well.
And while he's getting that stuff, I want to also mention that he had the sack last week to get the W against West York, ended it again today with the sack, but that interception was just amazing.
Game changer.
99% of the people would swat that thing down. I said you swatted it into your stomach and then took it home. This is what you did, which this guy did earlier in the day. You guys scored 0 points on offense, got the W.
Special teams and defense came up big. Brody Holmes, as always, and of course Jack Rios with the big play tonight.
Yeah,
oh yeah, let's
tell
get
you
in
what,
here.
Go enjoy this, man.
Enjoy
Appreciate you guys. Keep it going.
Good job, man. Yeah.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, this is why we do what we do, guys. Oh, yeah,
well,
yeah.
You know, it was a cowboy theme, or what was it, country theme, right?
Yes.
I mean,
well, we got to work our way over there to the seniors.
well, it
They're
looks
probably
like they
gone.
all left,
Yeah.
but we can kind of make the most of it. No, we haven't moved to Texas here or anything,
Not
or
yet.
Nebraska, not yet, but it was a country-style theme in the student section. We didn't make it over, but Marcellus, he was excited. He brought the cowboy hat and the bolo ties there as well.
Exactly. I tell you what, my grandpa Nails moved to Wyoming and was a cowboy. Got these hats, and they don't fit me so well. He had a small head, but anytime I get to wear them, I'm going to wear them. But the New Oxford Colonials, hats off to them. And the Warriors, man, they traveled so well. And, man, their defense is so tough.
Yes.
These two teams might see each other again in districts.
Districts may come round two between Warwick and New Oxford. And want to give a special thanks and shout out to OSS Brianna
and Becky.
For being here tonight and telling us a little bit about what OSS has to offer. And a proud sponsor for 3 years here with Sports Shooting Stars.
A lot of our sponsors have been with us year after year, and, man, we couldn't do this without them. But OSS Health also, if your student athlete is getting into a winter sport, make sure you check out OSShealth.com. Check out, sign up for a physical.
Yes, it's winter sports season. It's hard to believe it'll be coming up here, starting at open gyms November, December, and that means wrestling, basketball, and swimming, and all those sports. So,
Sorry, I'm just laughing. I love the hats here, guys.
It
I love you guys, man. Carter Scappa over here. This guy does a lot of work.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody at home that are watching, and keep spreading the news. Make sure you subscribe.
Yeah, absolutely subscribe. And, guys, don't forget, next week, be week 10. That'll be our 10th game of the season. It's York High versus Central York at York High. That's going to be a sellout crowd, as you guys already know. It's going to be myself, Todd Edwards. Marcel's going to be doing some interviews, and also John Turpek will be at the game with us, as well as Carter Scappa.
There it is, man. The dream team, once again, can't do it without you guys. Thank you for supporting us.
Sports Shooting Stars. We bring the game
to you.
I'm going to take a picture of you guys.
Yeah, with each hat. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you're going to want this. This is going to blow.
Hold on. Wait, I got to take my glasses off. My grandpa was a little smaller than I was.
All right, man.
Man, we got lucky, man. These games are awesome.
Yeah, it's going down to the wire, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's going down to the wire, man.
Yeah, man.